no gifts for Christmas. Not such an absurd idea. In fact, over the next few minutes, I invite you to allow yourself the freedom to explore this idea as we discuss 3 simple reasons why I believe this statement to be true. But before we do that, let me tell you that I love Christmas. In fact, in my family, there are 3 traditions that we do every single year. We start listening to Christmas music on the 4th of July. Halloween, we're not out trick-or-treating. Halloween night is the night that we set aside to turn on the Grinch, set up our tree, and light it up. And Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is the day we set aside to pull out all of our ornaments and decorate our tree for the holidays. So why would I be encouraging people not to buy Christmas gifts? Well, one reason is debt. The master of the modern consumer has a tight grip on Christmas. And if you don't believe me, that's fine. I myself had a hard time believing it. But here are the facts. 28% of consumers entering this holiday season are continuing to pay on debt they accumulated last Christmas. 50% of consumers exceed or don't even set a Christmas budget. And consumers who do go into debt over the holiday season rack up, on average, $1,054 in debt over that time frame. So in addition to that, debt, think about the amount of waste that is generated by this practice. According to statistics that are found on fortunately.com, 48% of people lie about liking the gifts that they receive. So let me ask you, how many of your gifts have you tossed out? For the environmentally conscious, how are we treating our earth? By filling its landfills to the brim with unwanted gifts? Not to mention the mountains of plastic and packaging, not only for the wanted gifts, but for the unwanted gifts. Think about your homes and the clutter. Think about the time and the frustration of returning unwanted gifts. And now, think about the reason for the season. A little bit of history about gift giving at Christmas. The tradition of giving gifts during the winter season actually comes from a pagan tradition. And when Christians combined Christmas with this pagan tradition, the justification that was used for giving gifts was the 3 wise men, the 3 magi who brought gifts to the infant Jesus. But I'd like to remind you about the true gift. It says in Luke 2, verse 7, "For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord." Is the mug that you bought for your boss really going to compare? So let's say you're interested in trying a gift-free Christmas. What can you expect? Well, there are many people who have chosen to forego gift giving at Christmas. And this is what they report. They report that there is a gift of not giving gifts. One family in Forbes magazine There's an article who talks about a father and a mother who forego gift giving completely to each other, and they downplay the gift giving to their children. They say that by foregoing the hullabaloo of all the Christmas gift giving bonanza, that their Christmas season is more joyful. You may be asking yourself, how do I navigate the expectations of other people expecting me to give them gifts? Well, here's one piece of advice that was given in that article by this family. They say, in lieu of giving gifts, they will make contributions to charity in the name of the adults of whom they would be giving to. For small children, they would often give small gifts, often handmade. But as those children grew up and kind of came into their teenage years, they were included in the giving of charity on their behalf. My hope to you this holiday season is that you will forego, or at least consider, the reason for the season by helping us to preserve the meaning of Christmas. You may preserve your budget, and you may be helping the world. Thank you.